Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, and we're Real Estate Jerky Daily, and we live in the United States of
America.
communist
Yeah,
USA. Actually, you know how you know we're in socialism? It's when they use the courts to take out a political rival.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
the worst part of that is that just messes up our brand for the rest of the world.
Yep.
Nobody's going to trust us. Nobody's going to do stuff with us.
Kangaroo court.
And well, the problem, everybody's like, my wife, I don't want to hear any more of that. Turn it off. Put your headphones on. And that's an issue. The problem with
most people, they just don't want to hear it anymore.
Right. Well, the problem is if that can happen to him, who are we when we go to court?
Exactly.
So you think that, there's no justice. And that's why they say don't go to court if possible. There's no justice in court anymore.
That is very, very true.
It's however they want to skew the thing to make it the way it is.
All 34 counts. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, but the thing was that it didn't have to be unanimous on each of those counts. It didn't have to be 12 people say yes.
They changed the rules.
Yeah, they changed it to back when it was in the 50s and 60s when they did it to black folk, where they finally changed that to where the juries had to be unanimous.
Right.
Back in the Georgia and those places, they didn't have to be. And so funny, all those guys every time went to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shocking.
Crazy.
We need to fix this. This is going to destroy our country.
Yes.
Well, our country's already destroyed because of these policies, but this is not a show about that, but it messes with real estate. It messes with your investments. It messes with the market. It messes with everything. And if you don't think you need to get out and vote this time, you're crazy. If you you would think the people who've come here from other countries that left that type of a socialism would go, okay, this is ridiculous. We need to get out and vote. Please get out and vote. All right. Let's talk about we only had PCE today, was producer personal consumption expenditures.
Yes.
It's one of those Fridays, I guess. Yeah. It came in for April, increased 0.3 of a month over month, and remained unchanged at 2.7% year over year, in line with expectation. Core PCE increased by 0.2 month over month, but was lower than estimates of 0.3, 0.3, almost a 0.3. I did say that, but it's so basically it stayed flat at 2.8% year over year, agreeing with the market expectation. What the problem is right now is going forward, if it comes out the same way, it's going to go up because we had lower numbers last year going forward for the PCE, for the core inflation. So that's going to show that it's not gone, it's staying here, and we're going to, so it's going to mess with the rest of the year.
Not good,
unless we see a huge drop.
Right.
But I don't know how it's going to work. But CoreLogic came out with loan performance in January, and they looked at 30 days or more. If you're behind 30 days or more, it declined by 2.8% to 2.6% in March. Those 90 plus days delinquent rose 0.9 to 1.1%, which is, these are super low levels. All right.
Right.
While those in foreclosure stayed off the lowest level on record at 0.3%.
Wow.
So with that being said, if you look at, even though 90 plus day rose, it's still at a great level. Plus you can sell your home and still make money on it.
Yeah.
And so when people are like, we're going in a bubble, because you have to have not depressed, but properties that are distressed in order to have this bubble happen. And we don't. We have the lowest level ever because people have so much equity.
Right. Sell out of problems.
Everything else.
You do a lot of things out of the problems.
Right. You can sell and walk away with money. One thing most people don't understand is you can't go get it used to be you could go get a private money to help you stay in your home.
Right.
Technically, by law, you're not supposed to do private money on primary residence. That's not to say they can't add a second on to get you caught up.
Right.
But yeah, just be careful with that.
I remember doing that for my dad a couple of times. Poor guy.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Well, I helped when I could.
All right. What's our numbers today?
Oh, look at this. You want to see?
And so this is California.
This is California-wide. 579 closed sales per day. And this is the week ending May 25th. It is up a little bit.
All these are up a little bit.
Yep.
Stanislaus County's not, but everywhere else is.
Everywhere
Because
else
they have more
seems to
properties for
be-
sale, I guess.
Well, I guess 650 pending sales and 709 new listings. That's up a little bit too, I believe.
Yes.
And then we have what realtors are. See how they are up there? 'Cause
Right.
it's
Yeah.
trademark.
What were they saying?
They're saying
Get
that
get out of here. We want to close more deals.
Yeah, 19.5% actually closed in escrow last week.
1 in 5.
I was one of them.
1 in 5.
23.2% entered escrow last week, and 24.0% listed a property last week. I was one of them.
So basically, 1 out of 4, almost 1 out of 4 entered escrow and
Yeah.
listed a property, and 1 out of 20 closed one.
And
That's
even
pretty
with
good.
all the ridiculousness that's going on in the world right now, everybody's pretty positive that sales will be up, prices will be up, and listings will be up. Everybody thinks, just about everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, you're looking at the market today. The long bond is down. We're at 4.50. That's 4 basis points, and then the 30. I thought we'd be way up more, 14 basis point. We're only up 14 basis points. I thought because of this whole thing with, with Trump getting 34 counts, the whole 9 yards, and what they did would really mess with the economy. But he only lost a couple points for winning Biden where they do the odds for betting.
Yeah,
he's still ahead, but he only lost a couple points. But did you know since 6 p.m. last night until midnight, they raised $34.8 million on their site? It actually crashed right after the verdict came out.
This could be a political assassination for the Biden party with all this weaponizing of the judicial systems against your political opponent.
That's why we're saying it's socialism.
Yeah,
this is what they do in socialist societies. If they don't if the president doesn't like the incumbent not incumbent, but the guy coming after him, they get him arrested and put him in jail. It happens all the time in those countries.
Yep.
And now we are one of those countries.
Yeah, and if you don't believe it, just look what's going on.
And if you don't understand this, read some history, will you please? Go get some books out. Go understand socialism, communism, the whole 9 yards. We want a free society so that we can be free, and we want a smaller government.
Right.
Period.
Yep. Ronald Reagan said, the worst words to hear is, I'm from the government, and I'm here to help.
Yeah, or anyway.
Those aren't words.
Anyway. That's her words.
That was good.
That's her words. Anyway,
circle talk.
Yeah, so that's all I have for today. We don't need to beat the drum about how.
Yeah.
But I understand the whole thing where people are tired of hearing this stuff, but you need to get out and vote, and you need to protect yourself, because if this administration gets 4 more years, you're not going to recognize the United States anymore.
No.
And I'm not trying to get on a soapbox and talk conspiracy theory, all this stuff. It is going, just if you want to know what happened, go back to 1970s. That's where we're going.
Yep.
And you're at that point where you can fix it by just making some changes.
Yep.
I mean, there's so many Democrats now going to independent, and other people who were Democrats going, I'm giving money to Trump. This is ridiculous. Because if he can't get a fair trial as the ex-president,
what can we get?
Yeah. And that's why Grant Cardone's like, I took all my money. We're not going back to New York ever. They left California years ago, but he's like, you have so much money to invest, and we're not investing in New York. This is just ridiculous. Because what if I made a mistake? I could go to jail for something.
Right.
That's my notification. My blood sugar is too low.
Oh, got to take a pill.
No, we don't take a pill for that. Yep. Critical. 68.
Critical. You better have something to eat. Yeah, boom. Well, I'll be closing the show today right now. Ed's not feeling well.
I feel fine.
Yeah.
I better go have a cracker.
Crackers. All right. Well,
that's all I have. We'll be back on Monday. Everybody make it a great weekend. Go buy a house. If you need to get qualified, reach out to us, because that's what I do. I do mortgages, but the thing I do the best of all the mortgages is the veterans loans.
Yeah.
It's just something easy to do.
And if you got someone dying to meet me, please give me a call. I do probates and trusts, and I specialize in those, and I do everything else in between.
Yeah. Well, if you specialize, that means you can do other things.
Exactly.
All right. Everybody make a great day.
Make it a great day.
On Monday. All right. Bye.
Peace out, brothers and sisters.